my side, I'm never afraid. Walking in purpose and living my destiny. I gotta tell my story. I wanna help somebody, help somebody be.
Greetings and welcome to InStylePhD, Fashion to Lead, where your style tells your story in every room, and I mean every room deserves your presence. I'm Dr. Sharon McDaniel, and if you're new here, welcome, 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 and welcome again. And if you're old savvy styler, welcome back. You know I'm so grateful every time you come back each week. Well, today we're going to be talking about all things Sergio Hudson. You know he's one of my favorite designers. But before we do, we want to also celebrate Black History Month, and I want to honor and uplift the Chemist. So let's take a look. Let's go. So the Chemist is a UK-based brand. She has been in business for quite a long time, and I've been looking at her for many, many years, and I decided to purchase some pieces, but not only did I purchase one, I purchased about 8. And so you'll see in the cutaway the pieces that I own, but she is all things fabulous, all things wonderful, and again, just an astute businesswoman. So let's take a look. So on to my fave, Sergio Hudson. But instead of me telling you about Sergio, I wanted to take a couple of clips so you could hear from his own mouth. But one of the things that Sergio said was that when we shop things on sale, he as a designer gets very little. So I really have to say, when I can, I make sure that I shop full price because I want to make sure that Black brands get everything that they can. And so if I can go out and buy the major houses, I'm going to make sure that I'm supporting the Black designers as well. And so many of the pieces that you see over here, they were not on sale. I purchased them full price. Now, certainly I saved up and made sure that I could do so. So I just want you all to hear from Sergio what he's all about. Let's take a look.
When did the dream start for you?
I would say about 4 or 5 years old, to be honest. And some people always look at me crazy when I say that. But I can remember being 4 or 5 years old and sitting and watching CNN Style with Elsa Clinch and watching Gianni Versace walk out at the end of the runway and saying, oh, he made the clothes that these beautiful women wore. And he was dressed in Princess Diana and Madonna. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I really, like, I need to do that. Like, that's, and at that age, I was like, I'm going to be a clothing designer. And I just never looked back.
What were some of the challenges you had to overcome in going from South Carolina to really starting a brand?
I think it's kind of weird because, you know, I'm an Aries, so we plan things out. And we're very cerebral, so we kind of plan things in our head. And like, I know when certain times come, it's like, okay, now it's time. And that's kind of how I operated. I was like, it's my time in South Carolina right now. I had to come back here after college. I just felt like I wasn't ready to go to New York. Had offers to do internships after college, and I just didn't go.
Where did you go to school in Atlanta?
I went to a school called Barter College.
Okay.
It's a small art school in Atlanta. It was a really old school. We were in the basement of Phipps Plaza.
Oh, wow.
That's where our school was.
Okay.
And it was just a very small, you know, concise. All of our teachers were like people that actually had worked in the industry. I love my college. I love what I learned there. And again, I was supposed to go to FIT my entire life. And then at the last minute, before it was time for me to go, I said, I don't want to go there. I'm going to go to the school in Atlanta. It was like a very last minute thing. And I know now if I had went to FIT, I don't think I would be where I am now.
What's something right now that you wish consumers knew, right? Because by the year 2030, Black consumers in particular are going to spend $70 billion a year on apparel. And sometimes they see designers like you and they're like, oh, he's already good.
Yeah.
What do you wish they knew?
I wish, okay, so here's the thing. It's a very specific customer. Out of 10 customers, luxury customers, 2 or 3 of them are Black. And 1 or 2 of those people can afford to buy the type of clothing that I make. So those people, you know who you are, and you have to be intentional with what you buy. And you have to understand, like I'm trying to get the word out there. This is like these secrets in the industry that I don't understand why they're secrets. Like the consumers need to know these things. Like you should know that if you wait till something goes on sale, it does nothing for the designer.
So isn't Sergio Hudson just wonderful? Absolutely an extraordinary human being that centers humanity. Everything that he does, he brings his heart and soul. And I'm so glad that I'm able to support him. But before we go on to styling, because as you all know, I'm going to take his runway pieces and remix them in my inspired way, right? So obviously I'm going to style a couple of jackets that I have over here, the couture jackets in the inspired looks. But before we do, I wanted to also show you just some of the other designers. We had too many Black designers that I have in my closet, but I wanted to also just give them their honorable mention. So look at the cutaway. So I hope you enjoyed the quick video that I put together honoring and uplifting the other Black designers that I have in my closet. Hey Savvy Stylers, so before we go on to styling, I wanted to make sure that I gave you 5 runway to real life closet formulas. So it's 1 through 5, and I'll also post them. So we're going to go on to styling Sergio Hudson's runway as inspired by InStylePhD, Fashion to Lead. Let's go. On to look number 1. Here's how Sergio styled it down the runway. And here's my version. I hope you like it. Look number 2. Here's how Sergio styled it. And here's my version. Absolutely love it. I hope you do too. Look number 3. Yes, here's how Sergio styled this fabulous look. And here's my version. Simply delightful. I hope you love it. Here's how Sergio styled it. And here's my version. Yes, love it. Hope you do too. Look number 5. Yes, we're halfway there. Here's how Sergio styled it. And here's my version of the same look. Indeed, divine. Look number 6. Yes, love them all, love them all. Here's how Sergio styled the look. And here's my version. Yes. Thank you, Sergio. Love it. Look number 7, my favorite number. Here's how Sergio styled the runway look. And here's my version. I absolutely love this look. I hope you do too. Here's how Sergio styled the look. And here's my version. Love it. Look number 9. This is how Sergio styled the runway look. And this is my version. Isn't it magnificent? Yes! Look number 10. Here's how Sergio styled the look down the runway. And here's my version of the look. Beautiful. savvy stylists, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what I put together for you. And just to give you a quick peek about how I tear up my room trying to do all this styling, take a look. It's a lot, you all. So as a result, for next week's Styled, which happens on Wednesday every week, I'm going to just share some new in pieces. I have a couple of pieces from Zara, some luxury finds. I think you'll like it. So tune in on Wednesday for Styled and you'll see what I have. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And please hit that bell notification so you'll get every upload. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Be seen on purpose. And until next time, bye now.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Sharon. This episode was amazing. And we certainly hope you enjoyed this Sergio Hudson from the runway to my closet. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And share it with someone who loves fashion and creativity as much as we do. Don't forget to visit Sharon's website at fashionfusionbyinstylephd.com.
I gotta tell my story. I wanna help somebody.